Look at these two squares. Square A is dark. Square B is obviously lighter, right? They're the exact same color. Let it sink in. If your brain just lied to you, what else is it lying about? Here's what nobody tells you. Your brain isn't designed to show you reality. It's designed to show you a useful story about reality, and it edits, skips, and flat-out fabricates details every single second of your life. And the scary part? You can't feel it happening. Today I'm going to show you 3 ways your brain is actively deceiving you right now, and by the end of this video, you're going to second-guess something you were completely certain about this morning. I promise. Stay with me, because the third one is the one that actually changes how you make decisions. Quick question, without Googling it, which way does Abraham Lincoln face on a penny? Take 5 seconds. Picture it clearly. Most people say he faces right. He faces left. And before you say, okay, I just don't look at pennies, researchers have tested this on people who handle coins every single day. Same result. Confident. Wrong. This is called the misinformation effect, and it was discovered by psychologist Elizabeth Loftus. Your brain doesn't record memories like a video camera. It reconstructs them every time you recall them, and each time it does, it quietly fills in gaps with whatever seems most logical. You're not remembering the past. You're rewriting it. Think about a big argument you had with someone, a partner, a friend, a family member. You remember exactly what they said, right? The tone, the words. I guarantee they remember it differently. And here's the uncomfortable truth. You're both wrong. Engagement moment. Drop in the comments. Lincoln faces left or right? Be honest. Don't scroll up. Let's see how many of us got it wrong. Now here's where it gets genuinely unsettling. You're watching this video right now. You feel fully present, aware of everything on screen. But your brain is actively hiding things from you in real time. In 1999, researchers at Harvard ran a study now called the Invisible Gorilla Experiment. They showed participants a video of people passing basketballs and asked them to count the passes. Halfway through, someone in a gorilla suit walked across the screen, beat their chest, and walked off. About half of people never saw the gorilla. Not because they're unobservant. Because their brain had a job, count the passes, and it filtered out everything else, including a literal gorilla. This is called inattentional blindness, and it doesn't just happen in labs. It happens when you're driving and miss an exit you've taken 100 times. It happens when you're reading an email and miss a critical detail. It happens when someone who loves you is struggling right in front of you, and you're just not seeing it. Your attention is a spotlight, and whatever's outside that spotlight, your brain just deletes it. So here's the real question. What are you missing right now that you're completely unaware of missing? All right, this is the one I promised would mess with you. Of all the ways your brain deceives you, the most dangerous one isn't about memory or attention. It's about certainty itself. There's a well-documented phenomenon called the Dunning-Kruger effect. You've probably heard of it. But here's the part most people don't mention. It doesn't just affect people who don't know much. It affects everyone, including experts, in the areas just outside their expertise. But let me make it personal. Think about your own opinions, about politics, about relationships, about your job. You have some strong ones, right? Ones you'd defend in an argument. Now ask yourself, when did you last seriously seek out information that challenged those opinions? Research from the University of Illinois found that people spend about 36% more time reading articles that confirm what they already believe versus ones that challenge it. We curate our own reality tunnel and then mistake the tunnel for the whole world. Your brain doesn't just have biases, it is biases. And here's what makes that even harder to sit with. You can't feel it happening. That's the cruel design of it. Confirmation bias doesn't announce itself. It doesn't tap you on the shoulder and say, "Hey, I'm filtering this for you." It just quietly hands you a version of reality that feels complete, feels balanced, feels true, and never tells you what it left out. The information you never see doesn't feel missing. It just doesn't exist to you, which means the gaps in your worldview are invisible by design. You're not walking around thinking, "I wonder what I'm wrong about today." You're walking around thinking you've got a pretty good read on things. And that feeling, that quiet confidence, that's exactly when the bias is working hardest. Think about the last time you changed your mind about something important. Really changed it, not just updated a small detail, but fundamentally shifted a core belief. For most people, that's a rare and uncomfortable memory. That discomfort is data. Engagement moment. Here's a comment question worth actually thinking about. What's one belief you hold that you've never seriously tried to disprove? I'll start. I'll put mine in the comments. Be honest down there. This is a judgment-free zone. So what do you actually do with this? You can't turn off your brain's deception mode. It's not a bug. It's a feature that's been keeping humans alive for hundreds of thousands of years. Your brain has to make shortcuts. It has to filter. It has to reconstruct. But you can do 3 things. 1. Pause before you say "I'm sure." Your confidence is not evidence of accuracy. It never was. 2. Seek friction. Deliberately read one thing per week that disagrees with you. Follow someone whose views challenge yours. Make your brain uncomfortable. 3. Get curious about your blind spots instead of defensive about them. The people who are hardest to fool are the ones who assume they can be fooled. The goal isn't to trust your brain less, it's to understand it better, so it works for you instead of just on you. Your brain is extraordinary. It processes 11 million bits of information per second. It lets you recognize a friend's face in a crowd, feel music in your chest, fall in love. But it also lies to you, constantly, quietly, convincingly. And now you know. If this changed how you think about even one thing today, hit the like button. It genuinely helps this video reach more people. Subscribe if you want more of this kind of content, because we go deep here every single week on the psychology behind how your mind actually works. And leave a comment with one word. What's the first thing you're going to question about yourself after watching this? I'll see you in the next one.